and I gotta turn off the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Hi Kimberly, how are you today? Wow, hold on 1 second. We're waiting for this other top on. 1 second. We're waiting for this other top on. 1 second. We're waiting for this other top on. 1 second. We're waiting for this other top on. That was horrible. It just kept repeating. That's bad. Okay. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Amy. Hi, Meg. What are you guys doing today? Hi from Watertown, New York. Michelle. Hi, Marcy and Crandall from upstate New York. Hello from Wisconsin. Terry, welcome. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Amanda. Amanda is over on Facebook. She is one of our first people today on Facebook. It took me a minute to get Facebook up and going. Hi, Lynn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so many things happening today. I'm still paying attention. I'm trying to, you guys know how we've had that problem with like a bunch of trolls. Well, my iPad is dead, which is normally where I edit the trolls and get them out. And my iPad is dead, and so I can't do it that way. So I'm trying to do it on Crandall's computer. But like I said, my eyes are really dry today. Okay, here we go. I'm trying. I don't even know what I did. I didn't do anything. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not sure how to. Whoa, I just figured out how to do a poll. That was pretty cool. I don't know if Crandall knows that that's an option, but I just figured out how. Okay, well, we'll skip that. If it gets too bad, we'll have to fix it. Some people say that there's a bad connection. Sorry. Hi, LG Homestead, welcome. It was funny, today I was going through my phone of all my contacts, and I like clicked on it, and I was like, well, I know Lori, but like, I don't know what your I know what your last name is, but I don't know if everybody else knows your last name, so I'm not gonna tell them your last name in case like you wanted to keep that private. But I was like, I don't know who this is, and then I clicked on it, and I was like, I know who that is. So I should have put you in as LG Homestead because then I would have known for sure. But I didn't. But I remembered. So. Oh, she says it's not private. Her last name's Gentry, in case you guys wanted to know. Yeah. So, hi Cindy from Texas. Darlene says Facebook is good. Okay. So it might just be Crandall's phone. You guys, Sherry's daughter is in the hospital right now. I know. We're all panicking. Having her baby. Oh, she's having a baby girl. Oh, congratulations. That is so fun. Hi, Joy from North Carolina. Yeah, everybody share some good news. Let's be positive tonight. So if you have some good news like Sherry did or does, I'm so excited for you. Please share your good news. Oh, somebody said I'm moving my head too fast and it's making my head go, whoa. Okay, I won't move my head. Someone said, don't try to blame Crandall. He's not even here. Oh no, it's his phone. Like it's his phone. So, he set it up, but I won't move my head anymore, I guess. Sherry, on YouTube, they say prayers for your daughter and her baby. So, oh, Bob says he got 78 baby chicks yesterday. Oh, that is so exciting. Maverick asked me yesterday if we could have baby chicks. If you guys don't know, I'm kind of afraid of chickens. So, like baby chicks, I just don't like their feet. But he did ask if we could have baby chicks, which I'm not supposed to tell you guys this, but I'm going to tell you anyways. We are expecting baby ducklings. I probably just like cursed it. But we are expecting lots and lots of baby ducklings, and I'm really, really excited because we really like baby ducks. Pat says, my sister had surgery but is home now and she's doing good. Oh, good, Pat. I'm so glad that she's doing good. Joy, I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. She said she can't get YouTube on her TV. I'm sorry. Our TV's still on. I was just watching TV for like 4 minutes after I did the dishes today. And that's why our TV is still on. But hi from Brisbane, Australia, Lynette. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's glad to see our Australian friends on here. Hi, Kathy. Sherry says, thanks everybody. So, we're waiting for some more good news from other people. I thought I saw Nell. If I did, hello Nell. Hi Nell. Oh, random things I do. That's what she says. Hi Nell, if you're on here, we're all saying hi to you. Hope you see that we're saying hi to you. And your friend is saying hi to you too. Random things I do. Okay, we have Terry says, Terry, as Crandall would say, in the house here in New Hampshire. Just thought I'd drop a line and say hello. I wish you the best from watching your and everything. Take care. Thank you, Terry. You guys, I am beyond grateful for all of your guys' support. We have gained so many new friends over on Facebook in the last week and a half. It has been incredible. It's been amazing. We are so completely grateful. And over on YouTube too, we've gained a bunch of you. A lot of you guys came over from Steinmetz Family Farm. I think that's how you say it. When Crandall accidentally called him Jason. His name's Justin. We both died. It was so funny. I was like, oh, we messed that up bad. We're both kind of bad at names, and we trust each other fully. So when one of us says oh, that's that person's name, we both just go into it, and we didn't realize it. But if you go back and watch our video, it goes back and forth on what we call him. So Amy says we're almost to 30K. I know. We're so excited. We're so close to being there, and we're so close to being at 15 on Facebook. So we are so, so close. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. It means a ton to us. Okay, I'm trying to stay up on comments. Normally Crandall's here, so let me tell you guys what's going on tonight, and why he is not here, and why we're a little bit late. We have had a day. So it actually hasn't been a bad day at all. It's just been one of those crazy busy days that I feel like most of us have a lot of in our life. We all have busy days. And that's been what we've done today. So this morning we tried to take the kids to do an activity, and when I'm taking them by myself, it's hard to do certain things. So normally we do a weekly grocery shopping trip. Sometimes we go down to Crandall's parents' house. Sometimes we'll go just do random things. We used to go to my brother's house, but I don't know if we told you guys, my brother moved to Utah, so he no longer lives here, which is, not gonna lie, pretty devastating. It's been an adjustment for us, for sure. But we used to go to his house, so now we don't. So now we go to Chick-fil-A. We don't always eat at Chick-fil-A, but we go play at Chick-fil-A. And so I took the boys, I gathered them up, and I took my little ducklings to Chick-fil-A with me. And it's just getting harder and harder because I don't want to take our giant stroller and load the kids up and push them in and take them out and let them go play and then load them back up and then have, it just is a lot. So I like carry them like this and I like push open the door and I'm really good at it. I really am. But today at Chick-fil-A, we got there a little bit later. We tried to go in the morning, like when there isn't very many kids, like because I like Harvey and Paxton to be able to play. We tried to do like one or two other kids in there. Well, we got there a little later, so it was like the beginning of lunchtime. And these kids would open the door and like it was too crowded for parents to kind of stay in there. And I had the table right next to the door. So I can see through the glass, like I can see them. They're fine. They're not crying. They're just playing. So I'm like watching them. And these kids would open the door and Harvey would run out. And so I'd chase Harvey. Well, then another kid would come through the door and Paxton would run out. Or like I would go in there and I would be with Paxton, like helping him get up the little steps. And someone would open the door and Harvey would run out. So I just picked up my kids and I said, Maverick, it's time to go. So I picked him up and Paxton tries to like do the little worm and he's a heavy kid, like having a little worm that's 30 pounds, like, okay, he's 28 pounds, is like heavy to like hold on to. So we went to Chick-fil-A today and then the boys took the best nap. Harvey took the best nap he has in so long. Like, I don't think he slept 3 hours today. Our typical nap for Harvey is like an hour and 15 minutes. And I always try to get him to sleep longer, but today he finally did it. And it's not because I took him to Chick-fil-A and wore him out, because we try that all the time and it doesn't always work. But we took him there today and it worked great. So that was our morning. Crandall worked on the skid steer. He's currently still on the skid steer. I know, it's dark. He has like little spotlights that he has on it. I'm not really sure what he's doing. I have no idea. But the kids took a really good nap. And then we got home and I made dinner. Yes, it was lunchtime. We smoked ribs tonight for dinner and that turned out really good. And we did potatoes and ribs and chicken. And the boys were in a nap, so I decided to bake some bread, which leads us to our story for today. Hopefully I'm not missing any important comments. If you're trying to get my attention right now, you're gonna have to wait because I'm trying to tell my story. So I made some bread and I tried a new recipe. We've been trying to figure out something that we really like a good sandwich bread. And I nailed it. It was so good. It was like good. Like I could tell when I put it to rise, like it was just gonna be good bread. And then it raised and this is the kind of recipe where you like roll it out after it's raised, you punch it, roll it out, then you roll it back up and stick it in the pan. So I did that and I put them on the stove to rise and it was like going so good. And our stove was a little warm because I had the potatoes cooking. So like the stovetop was just warm enough that it was gonna raise good. It raised so good. It's getting kind of like chaotic now because it's been 3 hours, whatever. Like our kids are ready for dinner, we're ready to eat, it's bath time, like all of this stuff is going on. So the boys had ate. Crandall left out to go back outside for a little bit. I was getting ready. I was bathing the boys. So I bathed them. Crandall came in, helped me get them dressed, and I stuck the bread in the oven. Okay. Well, at that same time, when I was putting the bread in, I pulled the potatoes out and put the potatoes on top of the oven because they were done cooking. Well, I'm then tucking Maverick into bed, reading him his scriptures, and I come out and we're like, Crandall and I were eating dinner a little later. And I was eating my dinner, and Crandall asked if I had a timer on. And I was like, yeah, I do. It has like 3 minutes left. He's like, okay. So my timer goes off, and I open the oven, and the bread, like I was checking it to see if the tops were burning. And I was like, no, like normally they'd be like golden brown. It was the 20-minute mark, okay? The bread cooks for 35 minutes. It was the 20-minute mark. I opened the oven. I was like, oh, it's not very brown. So I like turn away from the stove, and I'm walking away, and I look back, and the oven is off. And I like sit there, and I was like, why is the oven off? Like, what happened? And Crandall's like, oh yeah, I turned it off when I saw you had left it on. He told me I could share this story, okay? I saw you had left it on, so I turned it off. And I was like, Crandall, you just asked me about the bread. And he's like, oh, I forgot the bread was in there. Or he's like, I didn't know. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I like touched the bread, and it's like formed a crust on the outside, but like you can still tell that it's like doughy. So like the top has dried off. So I like turn on the oven, and remember the oven was preheated and everything. Like potatoes had been in it most of the afternoon. And it clicks on, and it says that it's at 175. Well, like I wasn't sure at this point, like we know it had been in there for 20 minutes, but then like Crandall was thinking about it, and he's like, we don't know how long the oven was off for. Like it was off at least for 10 minutes, but we're not sure if it was 10 minutes or the whole 20 minutes. And so we like set the timer for like 10 more minutes. I like turn on the oven. We don't know, like, do we pull it out? Do we leave it in? And I'm just like devastated on the inside, because like it was perfect. Like it was literally perfect. And so we like put it in, and it like the timer goes off 10 minutes later, and the top is completely black. Like not black, but it's like brown, like it's burnt. So I like cover them over with tin foil, let it cook for like another 5 minutes just to make sure the bread is cooked. Well, let me show you guys the loaves, because they are done. I'll show you one of them. Look, it's like perfect. It's like a big loaf of bread, but it's black on the top. But it tastes so good. Like everything but like the top being burnt, and like the bread itself is a little softer than I like, but the bread flavor is we froze on Facebook. 1 second. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, we froze on YouTube, sorry. Okay, I think I fixed it. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, sorry about the freezing. In this moment, I'm sad that the bread didn't like turn out perfectly, but in no way am I like upset at Crandall. Like it was an accident, it happened. He's like, sorry I ruined your bread. I'm like, things like that happen. I do leave this stove on, not quite a bit. I leave it on occasionally. And so it's like, okay, like things happen. I'm sad that the top didn't turn out, but on the other loaf, I just ripped off the top. I don't know if it was supposed to do that. I'm not really sure. We're new to this whole bread baking thing. So, I just took the burnt part off, and it's not going to anybody. Like it's what my kids are going to eat their sandwiches on. And so it should be pretty good, right? But it's just one of those things where like, you can do everything and it still turn out wrong, which is okay. Crandall and I have been learning a lot about perspective, and it's weird. I'm not too upset about it. But our ribs turned out good. Our bread is decent. It's not doughy, which we were kind of nervous about. But so after the break got done, Crandall ran down to work on the skid steer, and he was supposed to come back up at 8 o'clock. And then I, like I said, was watching a show for a few minutes, so I got distracted. And then I see that it was 8:15. I was like, Crandall, where are you? And that leads us to where Crandall is. He is down in the back digging. And if you watch our videos, you know the last time he was down in the back digging, he got stuck in like 4.5 feet of mud or something like that. So I'm a little bit nervous. He also doesn't have his phone because he brought it up here for me to use. So, yeah. But it's pretty exciting. Now, let's talk about the kids. We got a lot of great things going on. Like, a lot of great things going on with them. You guys, they're talking so much. Like, I don't even know where it came from. Like, it came out of the blue. But like today kind of walks in this morning. Sometime today kind of walks in, and I'm like in this room, and he's like walking inside the house, and Pax is in the kitchen, and Pax goes, "Hi, Daddy!" And we just both like stand there because it was the cutest thing. We didn't know that, you know, he could even do that. They still don't say mommy, but they will say daddy, and he'll go, "Hi, Goosey, Goosey, Goosey." So, it's adorable and really, really fun to like watch him learn how to talk. And Harvey, he still walks around. It's so cute. You would think that he was raised in like, I would guess like a Southern Baptist home or something, because Harvey walks around the house and goes, "Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah." It's the cutest thing. I'll have to try to get a video of it because he says it perfectly clear, and like people in the grocery store will be like, "That little baby is saying hallelujah." Yeah, he sits around and he says hallelujah. So, mommy is hard for them to say. Yeah, and I would say it is, but they can say it when they're sad. So, and Maverick, he's on that kick. I think we told you guys this, where he calls us by our first names. So he'll be like, "Marcy, it's Crandall." And my daddy's Crandall. It's super cute and how he says Crandall. I'm joined as she says, "Hi, Daddy." Great first impressions. Yeah, no, that was our little boy. He's adorable. They're freaking cute. And I love, my favorite thing is Pax has these cute little legs, and they're like big chunky legs, and I just love them. And I love when he wears shorts because you can see like all of his little chunky curves and rolls and stuff, and really fun. Hello. Oh, I'm freezing up again. Sorry, Carol. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Okay. So, there was a good question up here. 1 sec, I'm trying to find it. Carol said she just finished watching one of our videos. Okay, I know I'm a little bit behind on Facebook, like uploading the videos, and I feel bad about that because I don't really ever have the time to. And the problem is they take forever to upload. But I'm uploading a bunch of them tomorrow. I'm taking the kids with me down to Crandall's parents' house because Crandall needs to work for a little bit, and it's easiest if me and the kids aren't here. So if you're new, welcome. Like I said in the beginning, we have had so many new people. I'm not sure if very many of you guys know like the dynamic of our family, but there's me. I'm Marcy. Hi, everybody. If you joined from a video, sometimes I'm in them, sometimes I'm not. And then I have my husband, Crandall. We've been married 4 years, and we have 3 little boys. 3 and 1.5 are the twins. But Crandall's parents live about an hour away from us, and we used to go to my brother's house, but now that he doesn't live here, we go to my in-laws' house. Well, we've always gone to both, but we're gonna go to my in-laws' house tomorrow, and the boys get to play for a little bit, and I'm gonna do some work, and just so we can get more I'm freezing. One little wiry girl with the skinniest legs ever. Oh, that's so cute. Mavi didn't really have chunky legs at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta show you guys these because, as you guys know, Maverick's our little country boy. He is country through and through. He wants to be just like his dad, and so we got him something really cute. Let me show you. Okay, as Crandall would say, have you ever heard him use the term plum wore out? I haven't really heard it until lately, but plum wore out. These are Maverick's boots, and you would say that they're like plum wore out. He's wore these they're really dirty. He's wore these for like 1.5 years. And I've tried to be really good. You know, little kids, they take off their socks. He's done really good until like the last 2 weeks of putting socks on with his boots. Well, we're gonna make him really good at putting socks again because look at his new boots. Aren't these the cutest? Yeah, these ones were getting too small for him. They seem like they're way different. They must be different brands because they're only a size different, but they like seem, I just got dirt all over our table. But aren't these so cute? So the best part about these is he actually has a cousin who has matching boots. So I'm excited. He did wear them outside today without socks on and with the tags on. He wasn't supposed to, but sometimes we have kids who don't listen to their parents. He was only outside for like 2 minutes before I realized he put his shoes on, those shoes on, not his other shoes. And so I said, Maverick, you take those boots off right now. And so he did. LG says, I wear my shoes with the tags on too. I hate the ones that like connect with this dumb string where they connect your shoes, because I feel like I can never like get them off with my hands, but I can't do scissors either. So Maverick is a size 9 in shoes, which is insane to me because he's only 4 years old and his feet aren't this big. Okay, they really aren't. His feet go to like right here, but the poor kid has such wide feet. But we got these boots on clearance 2.5 years ago. We bought like a whole bunch of boots because normally these things are $50, and we got them for like $7. I don't know what Atwood's was doing. That's like our country store around here. But they like clearanced all our kids' boots, and we just went in and bought like 4 sizes up so that we didn't have to spend a fortune on shoes later on. Cindy says she wears socks with her clogs. I wear socks with my sandals. I used to do it a lot more, but now that we have dirt as our landscaping right now, I don't really like the dirt stuck in my shoes. So, Matt is working tonight. Oh yes, our moderators are working very hard tonight. I'm so sorry. I wish I could figure it out. Like I said, I couldn't get it to work. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. I know how to do it on the iPad, but I can't figure out how to do it on the freaking computer. Okay, we're gonna click 2 more buttons and see. Oh. Nope. Okay, I'm so sorry. I can't figure it out. I hate this. I hate it for you guys because I know that it's annoying and there's not really a ton that I can do about it. At least I don't think so. Okay, hold on. I might have found a super chat for the live chat. I hate okay. Well, I'm so sorry. You guys are doing great. I owe you all cookies or something. But okay, Mav is losing his baby. What? Hold on. Mav is losing his baby boy face. I get and getting a big boy look. I had to enlarge a pic this week to make sure it was him. I know, he's getting so big. Okay, and the other thing is he's so tan. Like, he's so tan. He's just like his dad. Like, Crandall has the deepest farmer stand right now. I don't even know. Like, biggest farmer stand. And Mav gets it too. Like, it's so funny how much they look alike. But a lot of people in our picture that we posted of Maverick, I think yesterday, he has really long hair right now. Like, it's like a good length. But I think we're gonna cut it, and we're gonna cut Harvey and Paxton's too, because I don't know. I know a lot of you guys are twins or know twins or have twins in your family, but it's really hard to stop twins from pulling each other's hair and biting. And we're really in that phase where, like, even in the stroller, Harvey will reach forward and he'll grab Paxton's hair, and it's just long enough that it, like, his fingers get stuck in it, where if it was like small hair, he can't really grab onto it as easy. And Harvey's is a lot longer than Paxton's, and Paxton will just take his fingers and he'll like death curl his hair and lock his hands in there, and it's so sad, and they just scream, and I'm over there trying to pry fingers apart, and it happens anywhere, like in the car seat or in the stroller or even at home on their toys. And as much as I'd like to say that I watch my kids 100% of the time, everybody knows you don't watch your kids 100% of the time. Like, you turn around and they pulled each other's hair. And so I think we're gonna cut it, and poor Mav will like bend down to pick up a toy, and Paxton will like grab his hair. And so we're teaching them not to do that, but yeah, we're teaching them not to do that, but they still do it. And so I just feel really bad for them. So I think we're gonna cut it to help. Also, we're in that biting stage, which we've looked into it. Like, biting is a huge sign of just like, they can't communicate. Like, they're right there where they're like starting to learn how to communicate. And like, Harvey will bring us something. So like, yesterday his water bottle was empty, and he like grabbed it from over here and he brought it to me, and then he'll hand you the item that he wants you to use, and he'll run screaming to wherever he wants you to go. So he handed me the water bottle, and then he ran screaming to the sink and just sits there and screams at the sink until you take the water bottle and fill it up. Or like, if he wants, I think it was yesterday, he like brought me, he loves the remote, but he brought me the remote and then ran to the TV screaming. And I'm like, you don't even watch TV, but like, okay. So just different things. Or this is really cool. This morning he had, like, he wakes up and we change him. And then normally like within 30 minutes, he'll like go poop. And today he like brought a diaper and like ran screaming with his clean diaper. And so it's like, oh, they're learning how to communicate. And so as they learn how to communicate, things get a little bit easier. But right now they're in this biting phase, and I just feel so bad for them. Like, they are struggling so hard to communicate, and then they get frustrated with their other sibling who is also learning how to communicate. So we have quite a bit of tears. Cindy says you can't watch your kids 100% of the time. I know, Yep, and that's why we've added more baby locks to our cupboard doors. I think we've talked about this a little bit. We've decided just like some things aren't worth fighting. And so like with Maverick, when the boys had binkies, we couldn't fight him every single day. Like it was our biggest headache. We're like, how can we make our life easier? And our biggest headache was over binkies and Maverick. Like it was the number one thing. Maverick, like, don't put your brother's binkies in your mouth. Maverick, don't put your brother's binkies in your mouth. And so we just got rid of the brother's binkies because it was our biggest hardship, right? At that moment was like the thing we were saying the most was stop doing that. So we just got rid of them. Which brings me to why we locked our cabinets, because the twins would get in and they would pull out every bowl, every pan, and I was like, I'm done. I feel like all day I'm just taking pans and putting them back in the cupboard. And I, like with Maverick, it was like, teach him for a week and he was fine. With these two, you can't really, like I couldn't really ever teach them for a week because it was like for 2 weeks. And then they'd still get away with it because there's two of them. So like when I was playing with one of them, the other one was getting in it. And then, yeah. So, Crystal says, my son used to do that with me. I started touching his hair when he touched mine. If he grabbed my hair, and not pull it, I would pull his hair, gently until he stopped. Yeah. Right now, like when they grab, I'll like take their hands and we'll do like soft. And I remember doing that with Maverick and it helped a lot. So like if they go to pull my hair or pull their own hair or pull their brother's hair, we go soft and we like help them like realize what soft is. And so they do it to me and then we have them do it to their own face so we can see what it feels like. Cara says, oh, it went away. I love that Maverick wants to do everything with his dad and dress like him. It's the sweetest thing, and he is growing like a weed. His personality is shining. It is shining, and he's grown pretty big. I like blink, and I know I'm with them most of the time. I'd say like 85% of the time, and it just be like, what in the world did he, like with Maverick especially, like he's starting to form these big sentences and see these things. Like yesterday this morning in the car, he said to me, Mom, that's a red light. And I was like, yeah, that is a red light, Maverick. And he's like, and you stop so you don't get hit by a car. And it turns green, you look both ways, and then you go so we don't get hit by a car. I'm like, yeah. And then he grabs his seatbelt. And we actually, everybody calls it a seatbelt. We call it his buckles. And so like when other people go to like buckle him up, they're like, okay, put your seatbelt on. And he just sits there because we've only ever said, put your buckles on. So he'll be like, and these keep me safe. Yes, they do keep you safe. So, the personality is awesome, says Lynn. Yeah, it's fun, and it's fun to see him like learn to be gentle with the twins, especially because obviously not all the time like are they kind to each other, but they try really hard. We have this little toy. Oh, you can't really even see it. It's right there on the ground. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit. It's like this car toy, and Maverick has these Hot Wheels, and he's been playing with them with his brothers, and he'll like show them how to use the slide. He'll be like, no, this is how you use the slide. You put the car up here, and then you push it, and it like goes around. And it's just so cute to see him like teach them, or he wants, right now his big thing is, we gotta go plant in the garden. And I don't know if we've done any garden videos. I know we have, but like I don't know if it kind of included what we've been doing recently in the garden in these previous videos. And so it's like Maverick every day, oh, can we go plant in the garden, Mom? Can we go plant in the garden? And it's like yes, Maverick, we can go outside and we can plant in the garden. But we're at that stage, and Colonel and I have both just said, like, we're excited for the boys to be just a teeny bit older to where, like, they can listen and to follow directions just a little bit more. We're like, right now it's like, Pax, come here, and he'll come here 25% of the time, like, not a whole bunch. So Amy says, hush, I call them buckles too. Yes, see, we're not the only one, but like, I always grew up like either put your straps on or put your seatbelt on, but we call them his buckles. So he showed Maverick shoveling where you planted, LOL. Yeah, that's our big thing right now, is he likes to dig where we have plants. So, but you guys, our yard is looking so good. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. We've had some big progress. This hasn't been filmed yet, so I'll just talk about it. We have plants for our flower beds. Like flowers for our flower beds. We don't have like any bushes yet. We need to get some shrubbery. We need to plant some perennial flowers that will pop up every year. I want to go over to Random Okie Farms and pick up some of her irises, because I really like iris and I think they look really pretty. So if you guys are in the Oklahoma area, she's really opening up her house, Marie, to let people come through and go through her iris fields. And it is so beautiful. If you guys are within, like, I'd say even 2.5 hours, like, it's worth the drive to go and see them, because they're really, really pretty. I think it's Deb. Deb says he was picking weeds on one of the videos. Yeah, we've been out, I think, 3 or 4 times together to pick weeds. And then Maverick has been out there a few times with Crandall. We have really bad potato beetles. And so Crandall's been trying to go out every day, like a few times a day, to pick off any potato beetles. I haven't talked to him about it today to see how it's going, but hopefully it's going better, because they were like starting to ruin our plants to like the point where they might not survive. Amy says, girl iris is one of the most beautiful flowers. And yeah. And I don't know what the next word is. It's like blurred. And prophetic. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about iris. So I just got off the phone with my grandpa today. He is 92 years old. He's so cute. He sent all of my dad and his siblings, and then all of my cousins and all of my siblings, and then all of our kids. Like, he sends us all letters occasionally. Like I said, I think it's like once every quarter. He like writes us cute little letters and then he signs them. But he wrote us this letter. It was my grandma's birthday like a week ago, like 10 days ago. And she would have been 90 years old. She passed away when I was a teenager. And he wrote the most adorable letter about her. And it was just so cute. Like, I was talking on the phone this evening with my brother and my parents about the things in the letter, because a lot of the stories he shared, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know how my grandparents met, but my grandpa shared this story and stuff while I was on the phone with him, and I was thanking him for writing this letter. And he got to talk to Maverick for a minute, and then we were telling him about this iris field, because my great grandpa actually used to breed iris. Like, that's what he did. So he would make different kinds of iris up. And now you can buy his different kinds of iris because he bred them for years. And so my grandpa has these beautiful garden or flower beds that have iris in them. And I would love to like go and get some from him. I don't know how well they transport. But my sister lives pretty close to him. So maybe I'll have her like go see if he wants to give me some, because you can like pick them up and move them. And so in the house I grew up in, we had some of those iris in our yard. So I'd love to like have some of that at our house. I'm not like a sentimental person, but like if I can be sentimental about flowers, I guess that works. I'm not even a flowers person either. Like I don't really know very many different flowers, but I feel like it's really cool to tie in your history in some ways. But that being said, bye Lori. That being said, if you guys have grandkids or kids, like make sure they know some of your history, because at least I find it very fascinating and I find it very cool. So, but Mavi got to talk to him today for just a little bit, and it was so cute because my grandpa for Christmas gave Maverick some money to buy a toy or whatever. And so Maverick still remembers, even though he gave him money, Maverick picked out his toy, and then we said that toy is from Grandpa Van. And so Maverick bought his Play-Doh microwave. And so today, when we were talking to him on the phone, he was like, oh, Grandpa Van, he gave me my microwave. And it's just like, yeah, Mav, like you're right. He did give you your microwave. And it's just kind of crazy how well he remembers. Janet says, wow, that's marvelous. My childhood did two ago with several other flowers. One can't have enough flowers. Yes, you can't have enough flowers. My mom really liked hydrangeas, and so we had a few hydrangea plants growing up, and I've always so for Valentine's Day, kind of and I are different. I just bought my own. I decided I didn't want like a vase of flowers. I wanted a hydrangea plant. We got a hydrangea plant. It was like growing beautiful. It was so pretty. We were getting ready to plant it. And it was in the house like while it was really pretty. And we stuck it out on the porch one morning to get some sun. And then I left the store. And when I came home, Goose had eaten it. So I'm really nervous, first of all, for my flower beds because like he destroyed it, like horribly destroyed it. And it was like sad, but by then all of the plants had already been sold from Sam's Club, and I just was so devastated. Like it was one that you like then go and plant in your ground, and I haven't replaced it. Well, Crandall, he kept like the root system because Goose like ate the whole bush part of it, I guess. He kept the root system, and we saw that it's actually like sprouting and starting to grow green again. So we're gonna replant it. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's like a bright hot pink. And so I'm excited to see how it goes, but I'm also nervous that like it won't ever look good. Lee Murray's, I'm sure he would love it. I'm sure that my grandpa would love it too. My grandpa's 92 and he lives in Utah. So I wish we could bring him here, but he actually is in like pretty good health for being 92. But yeah, he's in Utah. That's actually where I grew up. So I grew up in Ogden, Utah, and Crandall grew up in Spanish Fork, Utah. And then we moved out here a few years ago. But the only family member we have close is his parents, Crandall's parents. So, I've tried both of those up here. They didn't grow well for me. I'm sorry. I think they're both really, really pretty. So I hope that we can get them to grow. For us, I feel like iris are early, like in April. I feel like in Utah we had them April, May. It's just different. Like I was like, oh, I'm ready to plant some like tulips. Like tulips are like this is January, more like February, March here. Jennifer says hydrangeas was my grandmother's favorite too. Mine as well. Do you have a favorite color, Jennifer? Like, is there a color you like more than others? Or are you just okay with whatever? Goosey! Goose! Oh, you guys, today Goose stepped in. He like came into the house and he was like shaking his paw. And it was at that same time that I was trying to get the bread in the oven, trying to get the boys bathed, trying to get the meat off the grill. That chaotic moment, Crandall comes in the house and I was like, Crandall, I don't know what's wrong with Gibbs. Like, his just paws like sitting there shaking. Well, Crandall pulled red ants out of his paw. He had stepped in a red ant hill and was getting bit all over his paw. So I feel really bad for him. Lori says, my mom was 4 days from 93 and my dad was 21 days from 93. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm sorry that you lost both of your parents. But 93, like that's a good age. Both of my mom's parents have already passed away. And I want to say they were, sometimes my aunts are on here. I don't remember how old they were, but they were somewhere in their 90s, 90, 92, somewhere up there. So, poor Goose. Gotta go watch out for those ants. Yeah, and I didn't even know we had any, like I asked Maverick what happened and he said he fell over there. I don't know what that means. So, Jennifer says, okay, she answered us on the coloring. She says, I like the pink and white ones, but my grandmother would put rusty nails in the soil and make them change colors. Whoa. So like oranges? Is that how that works? I'm not really sure. Louise says, my mom only made it to 65, but my dad made it to 94. Wow. Wow. That's a big difference. 94 and 65. 65. Yeah. Cindy says, I love them. I also heard hydrangeas as cotton ball plants. See, and I know that they have white hydrangeas. I also want a magnolia tree, and I know so many of you are like, magnolia trees ruin your ground, or they have like lots of roots, so you have to put it far away from your house. I still really want one. I just don't know where, but okay. Well, it is getting kind of late, and I'm actually starting to lose my voice. I don't know if you guys can, wow. Don't know if you guys can hear that. So I'm gonna go. I lost my train of thought. I feel like that happens to me. I feel like I'm in the middle of a thought and then all of a sudden I lose it and I'm like, so we're gonna end it here because I don't know where I was going with this. But thank you guys so much for all of your support, for all of your comments, your shares on the video, everything. I'm sorry that Crandall wasn't here tonight. I'm sure you'll see him pretty soon hopping on a video or something. We just do want to give you guys a huge thank you for all your well wishes and everything like that. So good night, everybody. I hope you guys have a good one.